Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's panel focusing on policy priorities for accelerating productivity growth in East Africa. I'm Tony Fernandes, and I'm the Deputy Assistant Secretary for Trade Policy and Negotiations Division within the Bureau of Economic and Business Affairs at the U.S. Department of State. Now, that's a mouthful. I would like to thank Ann Steensland and her colleagues at Virginia Tech for planning this event and inviting me to share remarks with you today. While I'm not able to be with you in person, I am pleased to be able to join you virtually. The last time I was in Nairobi was in 2015, and I wish I was there with you now. As you know, Kenya is a beautiful country with wonderful people. My roots are in Africa, but in another part of Africa. My family immigrated to the United States from Cabo Verde. Cabo Verde has a long and difficult history with agriculture. Failed agricultural policies led to massive emigration, and I'm a product of that history. I'm excited for this opportunity and this important discussion with Anne Nagaya and Karen Hulabach and Emmanuel Okombenem. As you know, global food insecurity was already rising in recent years as a result of climate change, obviously the COVID-19 pandemic, and regional conflicts. Russia's unjustified further invasion of Ukraine, one of the world's great breadbaskets, has significantly worsened all of the pre-existing food security challenges. And that rising food insecurity is disproportionately affecting African nations, especially in the Horn of Africa. Notably, Ethiopia, Kenya, Somalia, and Sudan source much of their wheat imports from Russia and Ukraine. The Horn of Africa, as many of you know, is also suffering from an unprecedented fourth consecutive drought season and facing widespread hunger and malnutrition. The United States is focusing on solutions to the global food insecurity crisis by acting in several areas and encouraging our international partners to do the same. This is what we are doing. We are contributing additional funding and food stocks to address immediate disruptions and critical humanitarian needs, collaborating to ease disruptions in fertilizer markets, increasing investment in agricultural capacity and resilience, working with the international financial institutions and other multilateral agencies to cushion macroeconomic shocks. Maintaining high-level political engagement on this issue is critical. Long-term, we are going to need to put a wide range of solutions forward to transform food and agricultural systems and ensure their long-term viability. These solutions must be inclusive, resilient, and sustainable. We need to adopt informed, science-based solutions to these problems now because there is a growing gap in productivity. One of the solutions to bridge that productivity gap is the use of innovative tools. These tools range from marker-assisted breeding to genetic engineering to genome editing. Much of the debate about biotechnology in Africa assumes that African countries are only being asked to accept products developed elsewhere, rather than having access to quality seeds for their own cultivation. We know that this is simply not true. The Freedom to Innovate Biotechnology in Africa's Development Report shows that extensive biotechnology research is underway in Africa. This report was written by a panel of experts at the African Union and the New Partnership for Africa's Development. Kenyan farmers are now growing cotton genetically engineered to be resistant to insects like the bollworm, preventing crop loss due to insect damage. Nigeria has over 2,000 farmers growing disease-resistant cowpea, developed by Nigerian scientists to resist the destructive pod borer insect pest. As a result, farmers have been able to significantly reduce pesticide applications and harvest larger yields. How can all farmers gain access to the tools they need? Flexible, science-based policies need to be adopted to enable farmers access to the technologies and approaches that can boost productivity in a sustainable manner. Innovation comes in many flavors. Climate-smart agriculture, genetic engineering, precision agriculture, genome editing, more efficient use of fertilizer, digital agriculture, etc. To make use of those innovations, we need to do more than encourage just their use. We must have regulatory systems that reflect the latest science if we are to close the productivity gap. Today's panel will provide an opportunity to explore ways of promoting policies that will continue the momentum already building in Kenya and elsewhere in Africa. Thank you again for this opportunity to speak to you as part of today's important panel.